Turning back to that breaking news, an explosion at a home in Ballantyne, a rescue effort going on right now. Officials giving an update right now. Let's listen in.
Good afternoon, Reginald Johnson, Fire Chief for the City of Charlotte. Units were dispatched at approximately 1:51 this afternoon for a house fire and explosion. Had multiple calls, including a call from a resident that was still trapped in the home. Our first unit arrived in 6 minutes, confirmed that we did have major destruction of the home, and then called for additional resources. We have gone up to 4 alarms, obviously due to the heat, and there's a lot of work to be done there. We've requested some of our urban search and rescue equipment here, and we're in the process of continuing to search. We did free the male victim. He is being transferred to medic and airlifted to a local hospital for treatment. He is a priority 1 transport at this point in time. We are still in rescue mode, and we're still actively removing debris and searching for possible victims.
When you talked about the male that was transported, was that by the helicopter right now, and do you have a rough age of that person or who that person was?
I do not. You'll have to talk to medic to get some more information about the patient themselves. But yes, the helicopter that just took off would more than likely be a transporting man.
Where was that person?
The person was located in the home. I do not have the specifics on their location, but they were on the phone talking to alarm at the time and did provide their location, which assisted greatly in locating and removing the patient.
Did he give you any idea what happened? Did he give you any idea what happened?
No, we did not. We did not get any idea as to what happened.
Is he even conscious?
He is conscious.
Was he a resident of the building?
As far as I know, he was a resident, and that's why he was calling trapped inside the home.
Did he have any obvious injuries that you saw, Chief?
I do not have any idea on the injuries. He is a priority 1, which is life-threatening injuries.
Is there reason to believe that other victims may be under the rubble, and how certain are you of that there could be other people?
We are always going to operate in a rescue mode, and we're going to continue to operate until we're able to remove the debris and adequately search the debris pile to make sure we don't have any additional victims.
Are there any indications of
part on the information he provided to you?
We always operate this way, very similar to a house fire. Even if we're told all the victims are out, we continue to search just like normal. So we're going to continue to search in this aspect as well.
Any idea why this happened? Did he tell you someone else was in the house?
As I stated, we are in the process of searching. Regardless of how much information we have, we'll share that information once we're done completing the search. And no, the victim did not say anything about the cause of what happened.
How did you know
if you're looking for any other victims?
Sorry.
Do you know for sure that there are other victims?
We're operating the rescue mode.
Is there any early indications of what could have caused this?
We have our fire marshals here, and they're going to do the investigation and probably be assisted by a number of other agencies, and they'll be the ones to be able to determine that cause.
Did you rule out it being a gas explosion? Could you rule that out?
There is some damage to houses around this home, so yes, there is some damage, but we were able to search those homes. There were no additional injuries or victims.
Why isn't other natural gas being turned off at other homes?
I have no idea about that. You'll have to talk with Piedmont about that.
Can you rule out that it's a gas explosion, that it couldn't be that?
As I stated, it's going to be under investigation. I'm not able to provide that information.
Do you know the approximate age of the victim? Are we talking older man, young? I'm assuming not a child.
I'm not sure of that. You have to talk to a medic to be more specific. He is an adult male.
Do you have any idea of the amount of people who called that home, their place of living, how many people could potentially be in there that you're looking for, any kids?
No, we don't have any information as far as he was the only one that was on the phone with us, I believe, at the time. And then multiple calls, I would assume, from neighbors and anybody else that was nearby.
Did you ever say anything when he was
Did debris
transported
need to
about
be
fellow
removed
family
in order to
members or anything
rescue
like
the
that?
male? Was debris lifted off of him?
Yes.
Is there reason to believe that besides the man who was rescued, there could be more people under the rubble?
Again, because we don't have visual, we're able to see the entire home. Because of the amount of debris, we are actively searching as a rescue.
But did he say anything on his way out about any sort of...
Is there anything left of the
Thank you all.
home? Is there anything left of the home?
Thank you. We'll do another update. Let's go at 5 o'clock. We'll give another update if there's been any changes. Thank you.
All right, you've been listening there. Charlotte Fire giving an update on this situation. Big new information to come out of this is that one man has been pulled from the rubble of that home. That person suffering life-threatening injuries. We know that medic has flown that person to an area hospital. Again, we do know that those are life-threatening conditions, but we also learned that that man was able to make the phone call to police after this explosion happened to get authorities out there. So he was alert, he was conscious when rescuers were able to get to him.
The only thing we don't know at this point is whether or not there is still someone trapped in there. The fire department is operating on the assumption that there is another person trapped under the rubble, and we initially heard that 2 people were home when the house exploded. Neighbors telling reporters that they had just gotten home from a vacation. So at this point in time, the fire department says no matter what kind of information they get, assuming they got information from the man that they pulled out of there, whether he was alone or not in the home, they are operating under the assumption that there is still another person trapped under that rubble, and they will not stop looking until all the rubble has been cleared.
And if you have seen, we've been showing you pictures here of the debris. You can kind of see it there in your screen. We've seen firefighters combing through that rubble by hand, working to get under there to see if anybody's underneath, anybody else still there. We want to get out to our Sarah French. She's live on the scene right now. We just got that new information from police, from the fire department there. Sarah, what else have you managed to learn?
So right before that press conference, my sources, my friends in this neighborhood told me that they were loading the patient onto the medic chopper on the golf course here at the Ballantyne Country Club. They sent me numerous videos of that, which I've sent back to you guys. They're very large files, so hopefully those have come through. So that's exclusive video that you'll be seeing right here on WCNC. But we have heard, which I heard from neighbors, and then police just confirmed in this press conference, that it was the husband. He was trapped underneath the rubble. He was conscious and alive. He was talking to police, and we learned from this press conference that he was the one that actually called 911 and directed to police to where he was beneath that rubble. This is unbelievable that someone survived this explosion. When you look at those pictures that we got, this home completely flattened and destroyed. Homes around it in the neighborhood have damage as well. So that this man was underneath the rubble and survived is a miracle. We were told from neighbors that they had just gotten back from vacation. It's unconfirmed who the 2 other patients are that are at the hospital, but we do know this couple lived here alone. They had 2 older children, so we're not sure if they were with them at the time.
Sarah, do you have any more information about the specific, we've been hearing the 11,000 block. Do you know the specific address of that house?
Yes, I do. Let me pull it up right here for you guys. It's 11812 James Jack Lane was what I'm hearing from numerous neighbors here in the area. I do have a name, but we're not going to report that live on the air just yet. But multiple neighbors have confirmed the name with me as well. Of course, we want to make sure everyone is safe, but it sounds like he was alert and talking to first responders, which is a miracle.
Yeah, it really is, considering the size of that explosion and the amount of damage you saw, that anybody would still be alive after that, much less be able to actually call authorities to get help. It's just incredible. Sarah French live on the scene for us. Thank you.
And we're going to have more information on this story all afternoon. Keep it right here on NBC Charlotte. We're going to bring you more information just as soon as we get it, everybody.